Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is really interesting. This is exciting. Right, so the previous video I made, I did ask you guys to bring in suggestions or to ask questions, and the very first question I got was how I take care of my hair. So this video is going to be about how I go about doing my natural hair. So stay tuned, don't go away. Hey, welcome back. Right, so as my intro said, today I'm going to be talking about how I take care of my natural hair. But before that, some of you were asking about the way I dress, like my style of dressing, that you love it. Thank you so much, much appreciated. Right, so before we go on, today I'm feeling very summery. I mean, the sun is out, who would not, you know? So I went with this. And can you see my props? Do you like it? Give it a thumbs up if you do like it. Right, this dress is from H&M. I bought it 2 years ago from their sale. I think it was about £7. They had different colors, black, blue, I think yellow, and so many different colors. So yeah, I got it from the H&M. So what I love about it, I'm going to put pictures of the full thing. What I love about it is that it's got pockets. So yeah, very funky and stylish and very summery. So stay tuned for more on what I'm going to be discussing. Okay, so I hope you like the pictures of what I'm wearing today. I'll try and do one for that as well, of how I style my clothes and stuff like that. But today, as I said, because we're going to talk about how I go about my natural hair, I've got some products here in front of me. I'm going to show you step by step of what I do, or briefly what I do. But in another video, I will do like a tutorial whilst I'm washing my hair. I'm due to wash my hair very soon anyway, so I'll do a video of that and I'll post that as well. Anyway, as you can see, I've had to move and change my prop a bit and all that because the sun, I'm in my garden, so the sun is where I am. Anyway, so before I go on and give you the step by step of what I do, let me just show you something quickly. And this was when my hair was all relaxed. To be honest, I've had very good hair. Get it from my mom. My mom gets it from her mom. We all have very long and thick hair. Even at my mom's age, she's got lovely hair. Shout out to you, mom. Over YouTube. Love you, mom. Anyway, so yeah, I've always had very long, thick hair, you know, relaxed hair. But I've realized that anytime I was pregnant, having the children, I'll be losing out hair. And especially at the front, I'll be losing out loads of hair at the front. I mean, naturally, as I said, me and my mom, we've got good hair, but this side of our hair is quite thin. And she told me her mom has the same. In Ghana, I think they call it impasua or something like that. Yeah, if you know it, comment below. Yeah, so some of us, we naturally have this, you know, which is very thin on that side, though our hair will be very good. But in this case, my hair was just breaking off too much. I mean, I was getting bald, like all over the front of my hair. I didn't have no hairline. This was my hair. I don't know if you can see. This was my hair, all relaxed. Yep, this was my hair. Very good hair. And then I started losing it. So one day I just said, you know what? Because I'd always wanted to go natural as well, but I wasn't courageous enough to do it. And I was like, oh gosh, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Always deliberating on it. One day I got up and I was like, you know what? Enough of this. I need to cut off this hair. So I literally got up and I cut off my hair. Can you believe it? I got up one day, I believe it was the 18th of January 2016, because this year I'll be 6 years natural. Yeah, so I think 2016, I got up and I literally cut off my hair. This was that very day. This is how my hair was looking. I took this picture and I was like, you know what? I don't know if you can see it really well. I was losing a lot of hair. It was more than usual. So I just up and I cut my hair. So, and it was quite late in the evening. So I stepped out to say, you know what, let me go down to the salon down our road, which is called Siblings if you're in Slough. You know about siblings. They're very good. Shout out to you, siblings, if you're watching. So yeah, I went down to siblings. I said, listen, I know I don't have an appointment, but I need to shave off the rest of my hair. I've already cut it. And they were like, what is wrong with you, girl? I was like, you know what? I just needed to cut it. Help me. And they were like, oh, sorry, we're closing now. So I said, okay. I went down to the barber shop. I got in there and they were all looking at me like, what is wrong with the girl? What is wrong with her? What's she done? Anyway, so the guy was like, sit down. Let's just do something. So he shaved up the rest of the hair. Everything went off. And afterward, he was like, actually, you look nice. And this was it. The very first day, if you can see, I don't know if you can see it well. The very first day, I cut off my hair. This is how it looked. Yep. I cut it all off. This was the next day, how it looked. Yeah. So yeah, that is how I became natural. And from there, oh my God, it's been a roller coaster. I've loved it and I've cried over it, because at a point I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have cut my hair. Is that a bit too much? Because at that point, to be honest, I didn't know how to treat my own hair. I didn't know how to take care of it. And the girls, I wasn't really doing much because I had no clue as to how to take care of natural hair. So I had no clue. So the girls were mostly in braids, not knowing. I wasn't really doing them any good. So this actually gave me some sort of encouragement that, you know what, I can do this. And I have to let the girls also, grow to love their natural hair. So that was how I actually came about, learning more about it. And, I got going. And there were times where, it was all about, these were the sort of times, it was all about the gels. And this was my go-to gel. I don't know if you can see. This was my go-to gel. I would slap it on every time, like there were the gel seasons, I call it. Wash your hair, slap in the gel, and you're good to go. That was all I was doing. So yeah, and then there was a time when it was growing up a bit longer. Let me see if I have a picture of that as well. When it grew a bit longer. Oh, and there were times where it was all about braids as well. Here, these are some of the pictures. Guys, bear with me. I still don't know how to, add pictures to all these things. So as I'm going along, I'll try and learn it and then do it better. But for now, I'll use my phone. And there were times when it was all about putting up the waves and the wigs. Yep. So yeah, I went through a lot of transitions. And then gradually, I became, very confident in how to take care of my hair. And so, right, I'll just leave it there. But for now, well, there were times where I colored as well. Honestly, I will come back to. I think I'll do a part 2 and I'll tell you the whole story. But for now, let's just go through this tutorial. This step by step. Right, so before I wash my hair, I pre-poo. This is something I learned. You pre-poo your hair. Basically, it means you treat your hair before you wash. And what you do is you treat it with oils or any butter you have. Especially, I use, yes, you guessed right, Daisy and Shea butter. You knew I'll bring it in because obviously I sell it. So I have to bring it in. So anyway, basically, I warm up some shea butter, olive oil, coconut oil, and then I put them in one bottle, something like this. So I warm it all up, put it in a bottle like this. But before that, I put my hair into sections. Some people say they like to do it as it is, like throw like this, but I work best when it's in sections. So I put it into sections, have my spray bottle, spray it, not wet, just a bit, just spritz it up a bit. And then that section, apply the oil. So after I've done all that, I put on the shower cap, maybe for an hour or 2, depending on what I'm doing in the day. If I'm working, I just put it on and then, just walk about till evening. And then I go into washing. So this is the first step, pre-poo, which are oils or butters like shea butter. Warm it up and then you use it on your hair. So you use the water first, warm water first, and in that way you're also detangling with your fingers. People say they use combs and stuff like that. Nope, I don't use a comb at that point. Though I do use the comb, I'll come to that, but I don't use a comb at that point. I only just use my hair to, separate, detangle, and then use the water and the oils, shower cap on. And then the next step is shampooing. So the shampooing, At that point, you realize the oils have made your hair even more softer and more manageable to wash. So at that point, I have my shampoo. This is what I usually use. This is usually from America, but whatever shampoo you have, you can use the shampoo. And then after I shampoo, I put in this is a Care conditioner, which I use. You can use any other conditioner. But before that, let me say something. There was a time in my natural hair journey where it was all about conditioning. I wasn't using shampoo because where I realized that shampoo was actually making my hair more drier and it was more hard to work on. So I was just using conditioners. I didn't matter whatever conditioner I got my hands on, I would just use it. And by doing so, I realized it was making it more manageable to work with. It was making my hair softer. Now listen, I don't know about all this porosity, hair type, whatever. I have no clue. I just go with what I know. And to be honest, I got to a point where I was a product junkie. To help you eliminate that, you can start off with the conditioners. Conditioners soften your hair. Conditioner to wash and then leave-in conditioner afterwards. Now, some people will say if you don't use shampoo, your hair will feel something. But trust me, conditioners makes your hair feel okay. Especially this conditioner, it lathers quite a bit. Conditioners don't usually brings out that foam like you're washing your hair, but this one helps. But any conditioner at all, trust me, you don't have to spend much. Just use it to wash your hair if you feel your hair is that type. I mean, get to know your hair as well, because as I was doing all this, I got to know what my hair was. So at that point, I was using conditioners. But now I'm at that point where I can go back to shampoo again. Okay, so after the shampooing, which I've used my shampoo and then conditioner, wash them off, and then people say don't towel dry. Me, I use towel to dry. Sometimes whatever I put my hand on, maybe t-shirt or lying around, I'll use to dry. Anyway, so after that, you dry that off, and then you go with deep conditioning. This is what I'm using right now, deep conditioning max. Now with the deep conditioners, again, I'm only just trying these out now because I subscribe to, is it Treasure Tress? I'll put the link below if you want to join them. Every month you pay £20 and they bring you a pack of goodies, like natural goodies. So I subscribe for a while just to try their products out. That's why I have that. But usually to deep condition, my sister or my brother, if you have natural hair and you're taking care of it, things you have at home: avocado, egg, mayonnaise, aloe vera. Oh, before I go on, aloe vera can also be used for pre-pooing. So before you wash your hair, the pre-poo, which I talked about, you can, aloe vera, mix it with oils to do that as well. Anyway, so these things you have at home, you can use for conditioning. Again, there was a time in my life of my natural hair where I was just using my natural product at home to condition. I wasn't buying these sort of products to use, no. So I'll get egg, I'll get mayonnaise, and then leave-in conditioner with oil. Mix these four together and use it as a deep conditioning treatment. Sometimes banana oil, yeah, and use that. Sometimes avocado. I hardly use avocado for some reason. I don't really like it, so I was usually sticking to the eggs or the banana one. Or sometimes I just use mayonnaise, oil, and eggs. Yes. So whatever you have at home which you feel like it will help you deep conditioning, use that. Again, you do the deep conditioning, shower cap on again for hours, whatever. Some people sleep with it overnight. Whatever will suit you, fine. And then you wash that off. So after you wash that off, that is when you can either choose to use your gels to do what they say wash and go. That means you just put gel in with oils or whatever and you're off. Or if you want to style it, we style it whichever way. Usually I put my hair in twist. My hair, as far as I can remember, most of the time I put them in twist. But before I've done that, so remember, step one is the pre-pooing, which you do before you shampoo your hair, and after you shampoo you do a treatment. Now let me say this, I don't wash my hair every week. Some people do, which is fine. I don't have the time. I have two other girls that do their hair as well, so I try to do it in a pattern where if I'm doing mine, I do this and we all do it together. So maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, if their hair is not in braids, 2 or 3 weeks we shampoo. And then once every month we do the treatment. Again, some people say they do the treatment every 2 weeks, depending on how it will work best for you. You do it. So in my household, we wash, if our hair is out, we wash every 2 weeks. We can stretch it to 3 weeks if we want. And then once a month we do the treatment, deep treatment. Yeah. So afterwards, the next step is how you style it. My hair is usually in twists. If it's not in braids, it's in twist. So what I do is we do what we call the lock method, which is LOC method: leave-in, conditioner, oil, and cream. But there's I think there's the LLOC method as well, which is leave-in, water, which is liquid, or anything liquid, any product you have that is liquid based, and then oil, and then cream. So this is what I do. So obviously after I've washed, my hair is still, a bit wet with water, so water is in there. I put my leave-in conditioner. I have this again, which I'm trying for now. I've tried several ones over the past, but this is from my subscription again, so I tried that. So leave-in conditioner in your hair, and then oil, which I use this one again. This is coconut oil. I use coconut oil in my hair. So after the coconut oil, and then the cream, that's where my Daisy and shea butter comes in. I use my Daisy and shea butter as a cream, or sometimes I have this moisturizer. I mix a little bit of it, but mostly I use my Daisy and shea butter as the cream, and then I twist my hair. Now, after you've twisted, you need to also maintain it every other day. And the maintenance, it's when you they call it like moisturizing. Right now, what I realize is moisturizing helps me and my girls a lot. So every 2 days we moisturize. That one is a must. Before we go to bed, again, we do the lock method. A bit of warm water spritz. Sometimes as the hair is in the braids, I don't take it out. It's as the hair is in the braids, I spritz the water on. And then my mixture of oils I put on. And then I put the shea butter or whatever moisturizer. This is a moisturizer. So look out for, moisturizer. This says moisturizer butter, but any moisturizer will do. If you have your shea butter, my dear, stick to it. You don't have to spend much. So yeah, whilst the hair is in braids, I don't take it out. Especially my second girl, she doesn't like her hair being touched, so I don't spend much time on it. So whilst the hair is in braids, spritz water on it, put the oil on it. You make sure you soak it in, and then you put the moisturizer or your shea butter on it, and then you cover it. Always go to bed with a satin bonnet or whatever satin scarf you have. Cover it, go to bed. In the morning you can take it out if you want, or keep your twist going. Now, if my hair is like this, to be honest, most of the time I get too lazy to twist it out in the night. So like this, I just put the water, again do the same thing, oil, put it in, and then put my shea butter in there, and then I put in chunky twist. Put my satin bonnet on, and I go to bed. So that's it. That's all I do. And the moisturizing is every 2 days. I don't do it. Sometimes I stretch it to 3 or 4 days. But yeah, the more you do that, you realize that. And again, depending on what product you're using, you realize that your hair will be nice and soft. The more you do the moisturizing part, your hair will be nice and soft. So you do this until your wash day comes, and then you start the whole process again. So guys, that's it for now. I'll leave you with this, and hopefully I'll come back with an actual tutorial. Oh, before I forget, talking about this, I use this only when my hair, I've finished washing with the shampoo and I've put in the conditioner, and then I use this to detangle. I do not use any small combs or whatever. You can put your hair in parts using clips as well. And there's two. Oh my goodness, thank God I came across this. It's my go-to. The Tangle Teaser is called. You can find it in your local shops or online. This is my go-to for detangling if I don't want to use this. So yes, those are the things I use. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share on. And as always, I will leave you by saying, do your best to please God and not man. Do your best to the best of your ability. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, just to close off with this, that you know what, whatever you do, do it to please God and not man. Do whatever you're doing to the best of your ability, and you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. I love you all. Take care and God bless. Bye.